Welcome to the Torrent this podcast. I am Dando. Now, in this episode here, I chat to Todd from the Wombats. This was the very first interview I ever did. I've done over 1,000 to date now, but way back in October 2011, poor little Dando shitting himself on the other end of the line about to talk to Todd from the Wombats. It's actually cringeworthy for me to go back and listen to it. But here it is for your listening pleasure and enjoyment so you can laugh at how terrible I am. It's the Torrent this podcast with Todd from the Wombats. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Phil for the Wombats, and you're listening to Dando.
Welcome back to Torrent This with Dando, and now I am joined on the line by a member of one of the UK's hottest music acts at the moment. Their second album, titled The Modern Glitch, peaked at number 2 on the Australian Albums Chart, and they are currently touring the country with sold-out shows everywhere, including tonight at Melbourne's Festival Hall. I'm of course talking about the Wombats, and here I am joined by Todd. Todd, thanks for your time, man, and how's things?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's all good. At the venue, to do a sound check. It looks great. It's a lot bigger than the last venue we played in Melbourne, so should be a good one.
You must be wrecked, man. I mean, you guys played in 5 different states in just 6 days. That's insane.
Yeah, we're kind of used to crazy schedules. I kind of feel like we've done a lot worse. On the first record, we had some pretty interesting schedules that I think even beat this, but it is hectic, and it's obviously a little bit, sometimes a little bit annoying to not be able to, see players or hang out or relax, have a little bit of a party or whatever. But it's all good fun anyway, doing the shows.
Yeah, that's funny, because I was going to ask what you guys like to do in your spare time in between gigs, because I know you don't get much time, but when you do you like to go out and do the touristy things, or do you just sort of keep to yourselves indoors?
Yeah, if we've got some time off, I definitely try and find touristy sightseeing bus, jump onto something in Sydney we went on a boat out to this island or whatever, which was nice and stuff. We try to do things. Murph is a keen golfer. I try to play a bit of golf as well. I'm pretty rubbish compared to him. We try to do things, and we like to have a look in the locations we are and meet people.
Now, man, I've got to ask, the Wombats, was there any reason you chose this name? Because, out of all of the native Australian marsupials you could have chosen, why would you go for the slow, short and fat one?
To be honest, I didn't. It was one of it was Dan's idea actually to sort of go with the Wombats. It was kind of like a last minute. Let's just pick a name to pick on the poster for the first gig that we ever did. There was no really good reason for it.
You just type band name into Google and Wombats comes up, or?
Yeah, no, because I didn't even know what a Wombat was at the time, and I was like, Wombats? What is that?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then Dan explained the blah blah whatever. But we intended to sort of change it, but we never did.
You got to have been disappointed once you found out what a wombat was, though, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty legendary animal, so it kind of sums up us as people as well.
Really?
So, well, not really. No. That's what we say, but...
Yeah. On the topic of fat, can you explain to me what the International Burger Challenge is? Because I've read on the net that the current title is at 13.8 burgers.
Yeah, that's it's something we do when we come to Australia. And it's basically like how many Hungry Jack's cheeseburgers you can eat as a challenge. And you have to finish the challenge within an hour. And the current record is 13.8 burgers.
And how do you get 0.8?
Well, he was kind of he didn't finish the last. He had a double.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then it was just a little piece left. And obviously, if you throw up, then you lose. So he said okay, if I eat one more piece of this burger, I will throw up and lose.
Yeah.
So he didn't finish it basically. And this is our monitor engineer. It's called Jay, and he lives in Sydney. So he's the burger challenge king.
I saw a photo you guys posted on Twitter of the crowd from your Brisbane gig earlier this week, where you wrote that it was in your top 5 favourite shows you've ever done. There's thousands of people in the crowd, but I heard it was a bit wet. So what was it that made it so special?
Well, top 5, I don't know. That was Murph wrote that.
Okay.
I think it's very unfair to rate gigs, but at the moment, it felt really special. It was an outdoor stage to start with, which gave that sort of festival vibe to.
Yep.
But it was with our fans, because usually festivals is like, you play to people who probably haven't heard more than one or two of his songs, and you kind of have to try and win them over.
Yeah.
And but at the River stage, everybody knew, like, even more like unknown like album tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was the venue, the atmosphere, and the vibe was just amazing. It was kind of like raining all day, or like all evening till the point that we came on.
Okay, so it wasn't raining during the show.
And then it stopped, yeah. And it stopped for the whole show.
Oh, nice.
So it was like, it was kind of like a little, like, magical sort of thing going on there.
The heavens.
How that happened, but it was really, really amazing.
Do you think Australian crowds differ much from those back home?
Yeah, no, it is different. I don't know exactly how. They just feel like they're...
It must be weird, like, travelling to the other side of the world and hearing people on the other side of the world singing every word to every one of your songs.
Yeah, I guess, that obviously makes it different in the way that we sort of, like, every time we come here, it almost feels like a dream. It's a bit surreal, like, with the jet lag, and obviously the gigs are really big. Like, although we do big venues in the UK, like, the size of the shows we done here are even bigger.
Yeah.
So it's fairly surreal, and yeah, I just feel like the Australians just seems to get us.
Are there any songs you've grown tired of playing, or even just hearing for that matter, like your songs?
No, not really. It's obviously like when you first play some songs, like for example, when we started playing the new songs and the songs from the second half, it was very exciting to hear them, in a live context, and it was very exciting to play them because it was new. And so when it comes to a certain point, it's kind of like the playing and the singing, everything is kind of in autopilot. But what makes it like not boring is like the reaction and how like how we interact with the crowd. And,
Yeah.
And that keeps it.
How long till you guys get some time off to work on some new material?
Okay. We got like America after this.
Yep.
Then we do 3 weeks in Europe.
Yep.
And then we got Christmas off. I think Christmas we're just gonna basically not do any music related, or just try and relax and do the normal sort of Christmassy things how you do, and maybe next year I think we got a few months off before we come back to Australia actually.
Okay, cool.
The Futures Festival. So we probably spend a few weeks before that maybe to start working on some new stuff, and then we got like pretty much the whole year to work on the third album. So
sounds good, man. Well, we're running short on time, so I'll just ask one more question. This might go over a few people's heads, but are you the captain or the princess?
I am the captain.
You're the captain, not the princess?
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, Dan's the princess.
Oh, okay. So would Dan say that or not?
Yeah, no, that was actually he said that.
Okay then.
I wasn't sure. I was like captain and the princess. Okay. He likes getting up in female clothes.
Well, once more, get on down to Festival Hall tonight and check out one of the best live acts in the world today. And make sure you grab a copy of the Australian re-release of the Wombats Modern Glitch album, which comes with a free bonus DVD with backstage footage and even some live film clips. And for all of the latest news and information on the Wombats, go to facebook.com/thewombatsuk. Once again, Todd, thanks for your time, man, and good luck with your gig tonight.
Cheers, bye.
Cheers, catch you later, man.